And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Obviously our live stream, of course, there has been a bit of breaking news with regards to the upcoming game that was supposed to be playing today against Dundee, and that is of course that it has now been cancelled, which is a disgrace really in this modern era. Ultimately, of course, in a top flight of any league, a league with that's being televised to Sky Sports. A top flight stadium, a top flight team having problems with their pitch is quite frankly a disgrace in this modern age. It really, really is. I know the Scottish weather is bad. I know the Scottish weather can be pretty unpredictable at times. But when you know you've got a game the next day, you probably could have put tarp over the pitch. There's measures that you can go about protecting it. There's also measures you can go about draining your pitch. And to see this is always the case with Dundee. It's them. They're the problem. Dundee United, as much as I don't really like Dundee United either, at the other stadium, at Tannadice, their stadium is always playable. Their surface is always playable. And in fact, their surface supposedly is playable today. So what's the problem with Dundee? And they're constantly coming up with this all of the time. And yeah, an absolute disgrace really in this modern era of football, especially for a top flight side. And for that, I hope they get relegated. But unfortunately, they are fairly safe in position. Obviously, in today's live stream, of course, my Sunday slightly ruined because, well, I was looking forward to the match. But yeah, now it's now I've got to try and find something else to do, unfortunately. But frustrated, of course. But look, could it be a potential blessing in disguise? Is it good or bad news for Rangers? Well, after our defeat against Benfica during the week, there has been we are in the midst of an injury crisis. We are in a bit of going through a hard time, if you like, with injuries, and just over the last 3 games, this Rangers side has looked very, very leggy and does look very tired. And as I stated in so many videos previously, I do think that the international break is coming at the right time for Rangers and allows us to just get a good rest ahead of the run-in, but also provides us a chance to get key players back again, and then, as I said, have be in better stead for this run-in there and on. Now, Don Robertson, who was the referee, he had the final say on with regards to the pitch inspection. But if any of you guys actually seen images of that playing surface, the ball didn't even bounce, the ball didn't even thing me. So on one point, I'm kind of happy that the referee did postpone it, because we wouldn't have been able to play our football. It would have been a really, really hard watch. It would have been a really, really frustrating watch, added with the fact that our players are absolutely knackered, added with the fact that we've not got key players in this game. Maybe, just maybe, it probably does bode well in our favour that the game has been called off. However, having said that, upon returning now, we're going to be playing catch-up. So Celtic are at the top of the table, if you like, and are, of course, now we're going to be the side that, well, has to win games and play a game in hand. It's obviously better to have your points on the board. People will talk about a psychological effect, and depending on when this game is going to be played, it can pose as a bit of a problem, but hopefully we find out very soon when this game is actually going to come back around and be rescheduled by, because I don't want to be constantly playing catch up. However, having said that, now that we've cleared our European schedule is out the window, we could probably fit that game in probably that first week back, or when those Europa League matches were going to be taking place. We could probably be playing on a Wednesday. So I don't think we're going to be playing too much catch up. We'll probably come back, and then of course let's have a look at the games actually, because I need to say I'm saying all this kind of thing and it might not actually bode well for us. So yeah, obviously we're going up against, that's where I see it going to be happening, because I know what they're like. So we're obviously playing Hibernian at Ibrox in that first game back. I guarantee you they'll whack that match in. Wait, when was the Europa League games meant to be? 2 seconds. Let me see when this Europa League matches are. When are they playing in the Europa League? The 12th of April the Europa League starts. Okay, so yeah, we might be... So what I was thinking that they may have done was stuck the game between Hibs and then Celtic match, which would have made us have not very much respite ahead of the Old Firm derby, which usually would play into their sort of favour. But I would say that we'd probably play it the week between. Obviously, we've got a free week. Well, there's a lot of free weeks, honestly. If you're looking at the schedule, you can see it. So after the international break, we're playing once a week. So there's a chance to put it in between the game at Ibrox against Hibs and the game against Celtic. There's also a chance to put it in between the game against Celtic and the game against Ross County. And there's also a chance to put it in there between the game against Ross County and the game against Hearts. That's all before the split. So I do think that will probably be better. Hopefully we're not playing it in between the Hibs and the Celtic game. I don't want that. I would rather it be after the Celtic game and we can see where we are from there. But at the end of the day, is it good or bad for us? Well, you know what? If we were made to play on that pitch today, I think it's worked out well for us, honestly, with the players that we've got missing as well, the way that the players look very, very fatigued. We'll just take it. It is what it is. There's nothing much more we can do about it. And that's us now done. I'm just pissed off that we're not going to be watching Rangers for a couple of weeks now. And that was it. That was my last Sunday ready to go. Watch the game, have a glass of wine, watch the football, have some dinner. And yeah, just relax. But you know what it is. Sunday's ruined now, of course. And we'll have to wait 2 weeks until it's back, and that's of course at the end of the March when we're going to be taking on Hibernian. So unfortunate of that factor, we're going to be going into this international break in second place, obviously with the game in hand, but it is what it is. But guys, let me know down there in the live chat what you guys are thinking with regards to it. Let me know your thoughts with regards to the Dundee. Ridiculous, they should forfeit the game if they can't be asked to cover the pitch when the rain forecast should be handed. 3 points to us for this. Is it because of this weather? Apparently it is, yes. The pitch. I mean, the pitch is a disgrace. You can see the images on Sky Sports' Twitter account. It's an absolute, excuse my French, but shit state. The ball doesn't even bounce. So it would have been one of those games, guys. If it would have went ahead, you'd have been frustrated watching it. You'd have been tearing your eyes out watching it because the ball wouldn't have travelled far. They'd be making passes from long and then it just wouldn't be going anywhere. You'd be falling over there. It just would not be a pretty watch. So I'm really kind of happy. I'm not, because it's ruined my Sunday, but I'm kind of happy. If I look at it in the bigger picture, I'd rather not played on that surface today, especially what we're currently doing at this moment in time. Players don't need a rest, players need games. Ball doesn't bounce in one area. You could hear them say on Sky Sports, it's terrible. I take the game in hand. Yes, it's not ideal, but gives the players time to rest, which is indeed right now. And come on, the actual time to work with the players is Geordie. Exactly, guys. You just got to look at the positives at this moment in time. I agree. I think the players need a rest as the Blue Baron. Josh Weir says, we just got to hope this gives the teams time to heal up. Also, not lose any sharpness. Wait on all the conspiracy shouts. Juicy Bear Gaming says, nope, no one would play on that pitch. Craig Black says, would be better before we play them, as would be above Celtic at kickoff against them. Richard Cullen says, obviously we don't want to be playing catch up, and it has now given them the chance to be top going into the Old Firm, but we have looked leggy in the last few games, and let us try and get some players back. Exactly. I'm looking at it as more of a positive, guys, rather than a negative, despite, as I keep on stating, there's more dramas in the world about my Sunday getting ruined. But, apart from that, look, it is what it is. It probably does bode out well better for us, to be perfectly honest. Viort says, I think Dundee should be fine. That 3 games at Den Park this season have been postponed. It's in shit state. It's in shit state because they don't have any... they have no excuses. They're literally a stone throw away from Tannadice. And Tannadice, and I said, I don't have any affiliation to Dundee United. I don't particularly like Dundee United, but their pitch is a lot better. Their away day in general was a lot better, and just get rid of Dundee out the top flight for the rest of the time would be great. And I would actually replace them with Dundee United, because at least they're not tin pot like them, and at least they're not freaking... Their pitch is in good order. The away day is a lot better. They actually bring fans to their stadium. So I think they should just probably shut down Dundee in general, because they're absolute mints and the stadium's cack as well. So I'm not a big fan. But yeah, Tannadice was fine. Yeah, no doubt. Dan, it's brilliant. We should be getting a rest, but it's still a shambles. Fans travelling up there. No, exactly. It's you got to think about the fans. The good thing about it, I suppose, is that there has been an early warning. For the fans. Obviously the inspection happened at 10:15. It would have been on at 9:15, but it was one of those. Not really fair when you can get your injured players back. I don't care, it is what it is. I mean, I didn't send the weather down there, did they? Or Rangers didn't send the weather there. And to be fair, it's Dundee's pitch. The pitch is an absolute squalor, honestly. Looking forward to reading the tinfoil hat conspiracy meltdowns from the Celtic, how the SFA, God and other teams are against them, letting out the rest. It's good for injuries, gives us more time to get players back. Hoy, here, listen, as stated, yeah, Celtic back in end of 2021. Remember when they had a good few games, they brought in this break. Remember when they brought in this break? And they had the Scottish winter break brought forward. And it actually worked out well for them, and because they were in absolute, in a real bad state with injuries and all these kind of things, and then they managed to get into that transfer window. And I think they had 2 games that they missed that they should have played prior to the winter break. They had their new signings in come through the door, and they had all their players return back fit. So whilst there is no sort of transfer window, guys, it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. It gives our players some extra time just to relax. So hopefully they eat well, sleep well, none of them taking the piss, and as stated, we can get a lot of players back. Philippe Clement, get him on the training field again, and just get everybody going and ready to go for this running, because it's going to be important. If we had progressed in the Europa League, we'd have been playing 2 extra games anyway. So the game against Dundee is not a problem. It's going to be a nighttime game. It is what it is. Maybe a bit warmer weather as we come into the sort of April period as well, which it could work out well for us as well. So just look at it positively. Let's move on positively and think about it like that, rather than just thinking about the game yesterday's thingy. But Man United v Liverpool's on later, so most of you guys probably don't care about English football that much, but I suppose that might pass your time, I suppose. What other games are on today? There's nothing really that special, to be fair. I'll try and get another video out later if I can, if there's anything about, but apart from that, nothing. But in terms of actual football around, Man U v Liverpool's on, West Ham Villa's on, and that's it really, to be fair. The rest of the games are mince. Chelsea v Leicester. It's quite a good game. Championship team. Obviously, there was a championship upset the other day, wasn't there? Anyway, enough talking about that. Actually, Leeds v Millwall. Leeds v Millwall. That'll be a good game, by the way, in the championship. Leeds v Millwall. You can watch that instead, I suppose. But it is what it is. We had 2 games in hand, both not a problem. Yeah, I know. It's just playing catch up, isn't it? It's just the fact you're looking at the league table and we're second, which is annoying. But it is what it is. We'll get it out. Guys, that's me done. Do let me know your thoughts on the disgrace that is Dens Park, and let me know your thoughts. Is it good news or bad news that the game has been called off for Rangers, as stated? Let me know down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.